Hello and welcome back. In this section, you will dive into the concept of joins, which allows you to combine data from multiple tables. Joins are essential when working with complex data sets, as they enable you to create more insightful queries by merging different sources of information. You will learn about inner joins, outer joins, and how to use the union functions to merge query results. This is going to be really an interesting thing because it has a lot of things to do that. So joins are used to combine rows from two or more tables based on related column. The type of joins you choose to determine how the data from the tables will be matched. So as an example, inner joins is written where the match happens on both the tables. This is similar to what we usually have in SQL. If there is no match found, the row is excluded from the result here. So as an example, the syntax is table A join kind equal to inner join. What is the kind of the join? That's really cool. Table B on which column? So it's simple. So for this one, this outer join is also going to result only the which is on the left hand table, which is table A. That's what is going to be the left outer join here. So for the full outer join, to return all the values on both the tables, then you need to use the full outer join. This is a common scenario what we can use here. So let's have a look into this example. So let's assume that we have two tables, which is storm events and population data. The storm event, so far what we are looking at, it actually holds the information about the type, location and time of the storm, while the population contains the details about the populations in those states. So in order to work on that, so the query what we can return here, storm events join kind equal to inner. Within this bracket, we have to use the name of the table. It can be population data on which column. So state is available here and state is also available there. And then we need to project that. So let's have a look into this in. Alright, so if I expand this side panel, so you can see within the samples tables and storm events, we have this population data and storm events as well. So this is what the two tables we are going to combine here. So I just copy paste this one. So storm events join kind equal to inner join, and which is the population data another table and it's on the state column. And then I'm using the project to show me only the state, event type, start time, damage property and population. Here for now we are not specifying any alias name like we usually used to do in SQL, but now this actually returns the value, the state, event type, start time, damage property and population from this table here. We are not specifying from where it has to pick the state because state is available on both the tables here. So now we can see this is at one, and if just want to state and then damage property and population, overall the data what we have, then this also gives us a result here. So Florida, we have this how much of damage property and these are populations on that here. So why this is giving me a single record is because of the data how we are available here. Alright, so moving on to the next one, which is basically the left outer join, where we can get all the data available on this particular storm events table if it is not available on the population data. So we just need to convert this instead of inner join, you can just use left outer join. You see it actually contains the similar stuff what we usually have joins in SQL. If you are aware of that, then you can also use the similar pattern here. So left outer join is showing give us here. As you can see, this one particular thing, Atlantic South, we don't have any population data available on this particular table, population table. Same also for American Samoa. So that's why it's showing up here blank on the population, whereas we have the damage on this particular thing. So this is also really helpful to further find out about whether we have the data available or not. So now the next thing here is the union functions, where basically we can combine both the things. So union usually refers to adding up two or more queries or tables into one single thing. So we'll continue combining from storm event based on two different conditions. One where the damage is greater than 100,000, and another where it is less than or equal to 100,000. It's just an example here. So we can use this here, storm events where damage property greater than 100,000, project event type, start time and damage property, and then we can directly use union and open bracket, and within that we can also write our own query here. That's really amazing. So let's try this. So storm events, we can just specify where damage property is greater than 100,000, and then we can use project to showcase what are the columns we need. I just need the state and then the event type and then the damage property, and then we can use pipe, use the union. We need to specify open and close bracket, and within that we can specify our same answer here. So here also we can just use from events and then start from the beginning. Here this has to be where damage property, this can be less than 100,000. Now MSC is going to give us the same result, right? Okay, anyway, in that case I would like to specify this here 100,000 on this part. Let me see, I will just modify the query a little bit. Project, state, event type, and then damage property here. So okay, alright, so after this one, instead of this I would like to use here 2. So we'll have two different things here. Now if I run this one, yeah, looks good. So this is going to give me the list of available all these things here. Now how will I identify from where this one and from where this one? So for that we can just use comma here, and then we can add what? I think we need to add a new one and then add here extend, which we have seen. Just we can specify the name here like a new column, and this I can give it a name here is 1 2. This has to be greater than 2, just as an example, just 2. And this here I can also use this here extend, and this can be new column which is the same name. So let me copy this and paste here. This can specify as 1. So now let's run this. So we'll now come to know about these are the columns from, these are the rows from the table 2, that is the first one. And if I scroll down, and these are the tables from, these are the rows from the table 1. So that's how the differentiator happens here. Alright, this is a thing where we can use the join and union in KQL.